The lecture hall at UC San Diego's Price Center was full, and after his talk, students came forward to meet physicist John Pendry from Imperial College in London. He spoke about creating devices called metamaterials that can bend waves of light, sound, and radiation to change what we see, hear, and experience, perhaps even making things invisible.
So conceptually, there's just so many applications, and I think that's one of the most exciting things about metamaterials is it's a paradigm in terms of it being a new way to think about how to control waves, whatever type of wave that may be.
Pendry, the person Richard Averett came to hear, is a Kyoto Prize laureate. The prizes are awarded every year in Japan by the Inamori Foundation. The late scientist and businessman Kazuo Inamori founded the prize. The San Diego Symposium is hosted by Point Loma Nazarene University and UCSD. Point Loma journalism professor Dean Nelson says the awards recognize achievement and a commitment to humanity.
So Dr. Inamori had this very spiritual side to him as well as being a scientist that said anything we do, any new discovery needs to actually elevate the human soul and the human experience.
John Pendry's theory starts with the fact that light in space is bent, as space itself is bent by gravitational forces. Bending light on Earth requires a device that can make light rays circumvent an object, making it invisible.
And then you've got to send the light in the same direction it was going before. So it's like a skier going around a tree. Do you ski?
I don't ski. The metamaterial device is called a cloak, a term borrowed from Harry Potter novels.
Whoa! My body's gone! I know what that is. That's an invisibility cloak.
But can it actually bend waves of visible light?
People have done it at radar frequencies quite successfully. The idea of invisibility was, as I may have mentioned in my talk, that it was to say to people, look, this is very, very difficult. It's not a problem you give to a PhD student.
David Smith, now a physics professor at Duke, was a PhD student at UC San Diego and a postdoc when he encountered Pendry's work. He is the physicist who successfully bent radar waves to prove Pendry's concept. He says his lab has spun off several companies that are engineering cloaks to manipulate the waves that travel through air and space.
All of our sensors, all of our devices, everything we do involves waves at some level. So the better you can control waves, you have access to, not just science, but technology and real-world applications.
And that is something that can elevate humanity, or that is the view of the Kyoto Foundation. Thomas Fudge, KPBS News.